Hi, this is Angie Watson, Career Services Coordinator at Henderson Community College. And I want to introduce you to the career management platform called Handshake. And Handshake is free to all students here at HCC and alumni and our local employers. It is offered throughout Kentucky Community and Technical College system throughout the state, and it's at many four-year universities throughout the nation. The real goal of Handshake is to increase engagement with employers, and employers really want to connect with students and alumni. And Handshake is strictly for students and alumni. Uh, it's not available to the general job seeker. Handshake is a good tool, but you do have to engage with it. So the first thing is really activating your account. Um, it takes probably 2 to 3 minutes to activate your account. And then after an initial password is set by you, then it's single sign-on from there on. So you do not have to have a password again. So it's activating your account and then completing your profile. And that is just strictly answering a few questions that Handshake needs to be able to recommend the best job for you based on the information that you've provided. So some of the information could be about your interest, your degree program, what location, what city, state that you want to work or you want to intern in. Are you looking for part-time, full-time, maybe even a volunteer opportunity just to get some exposure to a certain field or professionals that work in that field. Um, it may have you include like some earned certificates, earned certifications. Maybe there's specific courses that you've taken that would be of real interest to an employer. If you have volunteer uh, out in the community, if you've got that experience, or if you've been a part of a club, organization, those are, again, all good information for employers. Um, and that really does help motivate them to reach out if they do direct messaging, which is a great feature to really help speed up your job search process is direct messaging, and we'll talk more about that a little bit later. But Handshake, please know that it is a very secure site. Employers are researched, so they are not scam postings, and that's something we have to be a little leery of when you're looking at Indeed and even LinkedIn. There have been, some real recent scams, and just know that on Handshake, these are legitimate employers with real jobs. Um, and when you leave HCC, when you discontinue taking classes, then you can still use it. You'll just replace your KCTCS email address with a personal email address, and then you can continue to use that. So after you've activated your account, you'll see the landing page, which is here. And we have the QR code here on this page that it's a quick download, and everyone's, doing job search on the go. So the mobile app is very, very convenient to use and quick to use. Further down on the landing page is just some things that have populated, like free virtual events that are going on that you can take advantage of in Handshake. One listed here is Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm just going to click on that, and uh, it will show more information about this free virtual event. So if you were interested in maybe pursuing a sports management degree or something related, and you want to get some experience, then this gives you some information about that. Again, it's free. They'll tell you what you're going to get out of it, and it's got you can send a message to the presenter, ask any questions in that way, and just you can click on the bookmark, come back to it, or just go ahead and register for the event. Okay, so those are events, and again, they can be on lots of different topics on how to uh, enhance your LinkedIn profile or resume writing for different types of jobs. And there's a lot of information, and new virtual events come in daily. And then it'll give you, again, based on what's in your profile, what you've been looking at in Handshake, then its algorithm will help populate some different things on your landing page as well. If you go through and save some jobs, which is it's a good feature of Handshake. It will, if you bookmark it and just kind of show some interest in certain jobs, then instead of just forgetting about it, because we all get busy, Handshake will let you know, will notify you about an application deadline for jobs that you have expressed interest in. And these just show up here uh, as well. And then just different roles based on maybe who you've been following in Handshake, which that's always good to do for different employers so that you kind of keep track of what they are doing, um, and which can always be helpful about employers so that you can discuss that in the interview. So there's a really good employer section over here on the left, uh, in the event section that you can go to, as well as jobs that we'll be talking about next. So again, that's your landing page. So setting up yourself with a good profile is very important. I would update that every semester. Just you know, you're gaining skills, you're gaining new courses and knowledge in the different areas, and you want to show that to an employer. The next section we're going to look at is the jobs section. So from the landing page, we can look here along the left side here at the different jobs. Again, nationwide um, postings. So you would definitely want to use filters. Um, Typically, it's used for location, so you can key in. I have keyed these in, but you can choose whatever locations you would like. And there's other um, filters as well, on-site or remote. Let's just look at all of them real quickly. If you're looking for part-time, internship, on-site, remote, different employer collections, we're going to be trying to really highlight some of our local employers that fit into some of these categories and kind of help promote those as well. Because there's opportunities that we miss. We just miss as a job seeker. So that's where Handshake can be really, really helpful. And even thinking broader terms as far as industry areas and employers that you just might not have considered or you simply didn't know about. So more information about that and major related. So lots of good ways to filter. We're just going to look at the location for now. So it's come up with some of our just local areas. And it gives you an idea of some of those that are listed here. You can also search for specific types of jobs, roles of jobs, and actual specific employers. So since I'm just going to type in Deaconess just to look through and see, and this gives you the application date, the deadline for that, and how you can save it and come back to it. And then Handshake will remind you that you did save it and of the application date, but it can apply externally. You can get just a lot of information from the description. So this is a much more robust type of description than you typically see on other job sites. So this can be very helpful for you to determine if it's something that is right for you, would be a good fit, and that you definitely do want to apply. And then, you know, after you do apply, you certainly hope to hear about an interview being scheduled. So it's good to know about that employer. So you can look at the employer's profile, and that's a really good resource as well, just to, again, help you to feel confident about the interview and to make sure that this is someplace you would like to work. If you do select a community for your privacy settings, you know, you can choose employer, so you're just seen by employer, or you can choose private, completely private, where you just see postings. But if you choose community, you can see if other students have posted things, and other students, like I said, across the nation that are in schools that are on Handshake. So it gives you a good idea as to maybe how the interview went, what the process is like, and what you can possibly expect. If you wanted to reach out to a student, you could do that and ask them a little bit more, connect with them maybe about their major, about other maybe related employers that they've talked with, and just kind of get that student perspective. And you also can provide that information to other students about employers that you've worked with. So there's good reviews, there's interviews, information. And again, just a great way to find out more and be prepared for the interview. And so that is the job section. And then over here, let's see. Well, at the events, we've talked about employers. This is a way just to kind of do a deeper dive into a variety of employers that are using Handshake. And again, you may learn about employers that you have not heard of or were unfamiliar with. Then there's an inbox section, and that just kind of gives you information that's coming through that Handshake wants to alert you about. And then Career Center, just click on the resource page, and that's where our local career services office here can insert information that would be hopefully timely with you and is just all things about career search and preparation and some local resources and not so local, but just good information that we feel like will be beneficial to you. If there's topics that you think about that's not listed, please reach out and let us know. And then over here on the right, you'll see your profile. And this is where you can do some changes. You can update your career interest because goodness knows our interests do change. Sometimes semester to semester, you find out more about different jobs or skills that you are interested in. And so you can always update those because that helps when you keep your profile updated so that employer gets a current look at what you're looking for and what your skills are. Notifications settings. This is where you can change your email address if you do discontinue taking classes, you're not enrolled anymore at the college, that you can change that and switch it to your personal email address. So those are the main areas of your profile. And also I wanted to mention on your profile, my documents. This is where it's super easy to upload your resume, cover letter, maybe a transcript or other type of certificate or certification that you want to include there, because again, that's just really helpful for the employer to be able to access quickly. If you're wanting to apply there, then everything is here handy. So if you have questions about Handshake, need some help with your profile or want a resume review, please let us know. The Career Services office is located in the Start Center, second floor of the Sullivan Tech building. And easiest way, you can just drop me an email and we can schedule time to meet or talk over Microsoft Teams. We can go in into Handshake and actually look at your profile, talk about that as well. So my email is angie.watson@kctcs. And again, please let me know of any questions about Handshake or job search in general.